Hello and welcome. This is My Singing Monsters. I will be doing a game review on it now. This is the loading screen right here. It's the Halloween update right now. And let me just collect all this money. This is a game that I've been playing for quite a while. I believe this is my second or third version because I lost my other versions because of the devices that I changed to. And I don't sync up my saves, but this one is synced up to my email, and I'll now be doing a review of this game. So you start off with like a bunch of trees and rocks everywhere, and it gives you a sort of tutorial. Your goal is to basically get these one element monsters, and then you breed those two monsters together, say a one element and a one element, to get a two element monster. Then you put it into the nursery to incubate the egg, and then place it down. And there are a couple special monsters that you can get. Let me just show you all the monsters. So, as you can see on the bottom, leaf, rock, water, and ice, then you breed those together to get, if you get past all these monsters, I'll show them later. Leaf and rock gets a shrub, leaf and water gets an octopus, and then those are all two elements, then it's three elements, then it's a four element. And you can get a bakery to bake some food, which costs coins. And with the food, you can level up the monster. It takes 4 feedings per level to upgrade it, and level 15 is the max. And to get this one, this is a rare element, or no, it's it's that as you can see, you can name it to something different, but it gets a random name, and it gives you a whole bio of all the monsters, its likes, and it has a mysterious like, stats, species, class, beds required, and the rate of money that it gets. And then once it reaches the max, it puts an icon over its head. But that ooze under the underneath the name, and then underneath the little guy, that's his element. And to get it, you have to breed a 4-level monster and a 3-level monster. But a thing that you do have to remember is that if you do breed a 4 and a 3-level monster together, you don't always get this monster. It's a very rare chance to get him, and so then it gets rare the more elements you go up. And this is a sugar bush, and and then you get him by breeding two 3-element monsters together. I think it's him and one other one. And how I found out about all the breedings and stuff, I looked on the My Singing Monsters wiki, which is very, very useful if you're trying to find the how to breed them. And then since it's October, you have a chance of getting a Plumpkin, or whatever it's called. Rare Plumpkin. And one thing and so then you can get a rare type of all these monsters except for the Sugar Bush. And so then you're able to do that, but then you can get these with keys. And wait, hold on. And these cost like 1 key, so you can get keys this way, and you have to gift a key to a friend, and you can only gift one once a week, so it's very hard to get keys. And then to get the rare monsters, you can wait for it to be on sale on the Star Shop, which is here. And so then that costs 2,500, and it's only available for a limited time. And I just got my rare Interbat because of this. And these are just a few decorations. You can also get normal decorations. And the certain decorations have a different happiness percent on the monster. And you can see, if you just click on them, you can see the happiness thing. And you can also bigify the monsters, but I mean, it's just like really big for no reason. But you can move them around. I have it all symmetrical, and you can show the grid or don't show the grid. And you can check the monsters into the hotel here, and so then you can just store monsters in there, and they don't earn your coins if they're in there. But this is a maximum mine, and you only get it if you do like 1 in-app purchase or more. And I just whenever you first start up the game, it has like a starter pack thing on the like right side of the screen. It was like really cheap, and you got a bunch of stuff, so it's like, yeah, sure, why not? And then because of that, I was able to get the maximum mine and also a bunch of stuff. So yeah, but that's all. This is the only, I think this is the only good thing you get out of doing the in-app purchase. I think you if you do the in-app purchase, then you can get 2 breeders, 2 nurseries, or you might just be able to do it anyways. But yeah, and so then the Plumpkin is only available for 1 more day, 1 hour, 6 minutes and 32 seconds, and all of them cost diamonds to get if you get them from the market, or you can breed them. And these cost keys, and it shows you how many you have on the top right up there. These 2 cost singing notes, which you can see on the top left and right under your level, and you get those with a daily. You can get them with the daily scratch, or just being here daily, and it's like a more important reward each time you come, and then it eventually resets and stuff. And yeah, so then if I just exit, then you can see that there's also a Woobox, but that's for 75 million coins, which is a lot. And once you get them, you would either have to, it doesn't matter what level the monster's on, you just pack all of the natural monsters into the Woobox, and then he powers up and does a song and gets you money and stuff like that. Rare Robux, you have to pack up all the rare monsters except for the Sugar Bush and this one right here, and the Dipsters down there. This is a storage warehouse, where you can store some decorations. And this is a unity tree. So for a monster to be happy, it has to have the item or the monster that it likes right next to it. But if you have the Unity tree, it doesn't have to be right next to it, and it can also be in the storage warehouse. And the torches increase your chance of getting a rare monster that or just some type of really rare monster, and then your friends can light up the torches, and it would normally cost -20 to light for like 1 day, then -100 to infinitely light, which is what I did down here, because I collected like a lot of diamonds, and I was like, oh, I'll just put them into here. This is a recording studio, so you can replace your monster's voice or sound or whatever with your own, which is, it's kind of weird. But you have to, this is the max castle you can get, and it has, nope, not that. And it has, I think, 90 beds, so then, depending on how many elements it has, is depending on how many beds it takes up. I don't know about the other ones that just have one element, which is like I don't really know how to pronounce it. Like, I call it Gazette, but it's like Gast or something like that. And so then, yeah, that's pretty much it for this thing. Oh, and then you can conjure a fuse. Well, I mean, you can conjure one of these guys down here, and it's red, yellow, and blue. But then you can also mix them. So I mixed it to get orange and then like a light green sort of color there. And this is a time machine. You can speed up the sound or slow it down. Now I'm just gonna leave it in the middle. But what the main part is about this game is that if you only have one monster there and it makes like a certain tune, but then and then you add another monster and it kind of adds on to the song that's playing, and it sounds pretty cool. But then after you get the Earth Island, you can buy the Cold Island. And then you get a different element, which is wind, but then it takes away rock. So then you can get different monsters, slightly different monsters. And everything's pretty much the same, except now the dipsters cost 2 keys, and here the holiday would be Christmas, so then you get a Christmas monster that you can get on a certain time. And then it's a minimum mine, because the maximum mine is only on Plant Island. And then you can get Air Island. Which is here, and wind is still here, but I think which element's missing? Leaf isn't here, so then you get a different monsters, but some are the same though. And here the holiday is Valentine's Day, and I think this one has 2 holidays that you can get, and I think it's also summer, but I can check that. But everything's pretty much the same, except the dipsters cost 3 keys this time. It's in Water Island. The castle needs to be upgraded, but it costs 7,500,000 to upgrade it, so I can't place any more monsters, so progress is sort of halted here. Dipsters cost 4 keys, and everything's pretty much the same. Haven't bought Earth Island, but you can see there's a book of monsters that you can click on. This is for Earth Island. I have 40 of the 46 that are able to be placed on Earth, Plant Island, and I don't have the singing ones. I don't have the normal pumpkin, which I'm about to get. And I got the rare one from I think the Summerween thing. And then I don't have the rare Gazette, and then I don't have the wool boxes. Cold Island. You can see only one of the singing ones is here because the other singing one hasn't been added into this island yet. Eventually, I think they'll be put on every island, but they're very new in the game. And then you can see the 2 Christmas ones, 2444 discovered. Cold, and then now air. This is air. You can see, yeah, they have 2, Valentine's Day and then summer here. Water Island. I only have those, and then I have all the rest. Not there. Then this one's Easter, so you can see right here the Easter one. And then Earth, I have 0 because I haven't unlocked it yet. And then you can see that there's just summer here for the thing. And those are all the normal islands. But then there are also other special islands, but for this one, it's the one where you have to combine a 4-element monster and a 3-element monster. But then you can teleport them to this island only if they're level 15. And I had this one at level 15 for a while, but they start out over at level 1. But I had a level 15 for a while. This one at level 15 for a while, but then I finally got another Gazette to replace him. So now he's here, this island, and once you can place the other ones here as well, and then you can combine the 1 elements together to get 2 element monsters. And there's the rare one on sale here, but there isn't 3 elements on here, which I hope they add, because then that would be cool. Everything's pretty much the same. And Sugarbush Island, you get the Sugarbush from Plant Island, and you place them here, and you can place a certain monsters here as well, and only if they're level 15, then they get teleported and get erased from the original island. But once they're here, you can combine the Sugarbush with the natural monster that you have also placed here, or it can be, you can also play the rare type of that normal one here as well. Actually, I can show you what I mean by looking at the Book of Monsters. So you can see you can only place these monsters here, including the rare ones, and so that's the normal Sugarbush. But then you can combine like the this one's like the Mammoth, and combine it with the Sugarbush to get, like, say this one, and then it's kind of it's kind of just the what am I trying to say? See, they're also available for an increased diamond price. But you can look at it's starring Christian Bush of Sugarland, and it's an actual person kind of doing all this, but you can see all the ones here, and then all those ones there, and you can see some of the monsters are actually dressed up for Halloween. Mainly the ones on Plant Island, since Plant Island's the one that got redecorated, so it doesn't normally look so dark. It's more upbeat. Well, the island looks upbeat. Woodland Island. You can see you buy these statues, but then what you do is in the breeding, after they're done breeding, you zap their eggs into this woodland. But it's only for a certain amount of time that you're able to place all the monsters in here. So once you place one monster egg in here, you're only able to place the other ones for a certain limited time, or else all the eggs spoil in the monster. Like, see, this one has one. It has one T-Rox in here. And then it's gonna expire in 8 days, and then you have to get like 5 other T-Roxes, 4 other Flogs, 2 Entrats, 6 Octopus, 4 Bogarts, 6 Furcorns, and 2 Deeges. So then these 2 were the easiest to get, but then of course the Woolbox was as expensive as the statues, which is really cheap. And then once you get all the monsters, you can place them all inside the Woolbox, and it activates, but then you have to restart the whole thing over again. So yeah, Tribal Island is where you get star power. I'm not currently a member of a tribe, but I think I will be soon. And so then for the tribe, there's one person in charge of the tribe, but then he can invite other people, or other people can request to join the tribe. And so then you feed the monster, your monster on that island, and only your monster, and you can only place one monster on there, and you can feed it, but it costs a lot of money or diamonds or food to upgrade them. In each level each level you increase your monster gets and it doesn't have a max of 15 levels, so you can infinitely level it up, and so your tribal level increases for how the collective amount of levels every monster has. And then at the end of the week, Monday, you get star power for how much you get. And once you reach 50 for the level, you unlock like a monster in the center, which is the Sacred Fire element, which you can see more of the fire element in My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, but I didn't particularly like that one. Like that game because it just got a little bit too boring. But if you have a level 15 monster, you can place it on Gold Island, but it won't get rid of the monster on the... Say a monster on Plant Island has a level 15. So then you can place it here, and then the monster on the Plant Island isn't affected, it's just also here. So these are all the level 15 monsters I have. But if you place, I place the Gazette on the Ethereal Island, I can't also place it here because it's occupied. somewhere on the other island. And so then you can place like all the monsters on this one island. And then Composer Island, you can buy a monster for a certain price, and then you can tell it what to play. Now I've done this like a really long time ago. I was like working on Once Upon a Time, which is from Undertale, and like I didn't finish it, but you can hear it. Then it just restarts. But you can see you can hit compose once you have the monster on here. Here's where the magic happens. Tap anywhere on the staff to add a note represented by the monster's egg, and tap again to remove. Swipe left and right to navigate along the track, and keep adding to the monster's musical part. Tap play to listen to your composition, and save to make it official. Tap the help button to learn more and become a true composer. I haven't seen the arrows before on here, because I haven't done this in a while, but you can see there's an advanced, and you can do 3 or 4, no accidentals, tempo, and key signature. And so then you can make some of them, like, see, you can make them sharp or flat or natural. And so then if you say have something, you can hit play, and then you can experiment with it, and then you can skip, and then there's like buttons up there to control it, and then you can save it, you can clear it, you can hit exit, and then you can, what you can do, nope, not that, you can hit show and hide, and then you can see, I can say show these, and then you can see like a little outline of the other monster's parts on here, and then I can select to unshow it. And then if you like really like it, then you can save the track to a certain name, but then load it up once again to like a different monster, and you can easily, here we go, change what monster we're viewing. Do you want to save your, no. Then you can see this is the minute. Then you can do save track, save it to a name, and if it's the same name, it'll overwrite it. And you currently have no save tracks to load, so that means that somehow my save tracks got deleted. That's because I haven't done this in a while. And so then, once you do that, you can exit and then hear what they all sound like. So you can copy one part from one monster to another monster. And there's just a few things left for me to show off on here. You have goals that you can do, and those earn you diamonds or XP or money or stuff like that. And I never used to show the elements that you had to combine. That's because I haven't looked at the goals in a while. Because every certain type of monster you place, I think, adds a new achievement on here. Yeah, see, look, I have the Plumpkin in here. And I'll place it there, right next to his rare other part. There's one last thing I wanted to show, which is the friends. So you click on here, you can see my friend code at the top, underneath the things up here. And one way to get friends is to just look on the My Singing Monsters wiki. And if you go onto the My Singing Monsters wiki, look for friend codes. It'll give you a description of friend codes, and there's also a page where you can put in your own friend code or get other people's friend codes. So that's what I did, and it was like one of the goals was to get like 50 friends or something like that. So I just kept on doing stuff like that. And so then you can star a friend, so you just do that and then unstar or start. Actually, so if you go in here, then you can start again. These are all the people who need torches to be lit up. And then this is sorted by level. This is sorted by A to Z or Z to A. Level from high to low or low to high. You just click on the tab again, and you can. So I'm gonna go to one of my friends, and you can see all their islands that they have, and then it shows you which islands need lightings, and just do that. And now that they have a slight more chance of getting a rare monster, and then you can upvote them if you really like their stuff that they're doing. You can go home or go to other friends or look at their map. But if I go to friends, you can also visit like a random island. So if I visit random island, you can, this is just like a random island, so then you can hit next to go to another random island. And then you can upvote, downvote, do whatever you want. See, this is a random island here. And if you like it, you can upvote or downvote. And then I think every week, the islands that have the top vote go into the top islands. So you can visit top islands, top regular, top composer, top tribal islands. Let's look at the top tribal islands. So this one, I don't think the tribal islands get an upvote. It's just how many levels you can get to. And then once you get 50 or more, you unlock the person in the center, which is the fire element. You can see that, and then you can go down to the second one. Oh, and it adds like a little thing to their name on the very top. It says :2. See what it reads. Oh god. I don't know what's happening here. you can see for some reason all the stuff isn't loading correctly. I don't know why that's happening. It's never happened before. Maybe if I think it's just like certain monsters on Tribal Island just don't want to work properly. Yeah, see, it's happening here. Really weird. But I noticed that you can hit previous even though you're on the first one, so I wonder what happens if you hit previous again. You go to number 30. Oh, you can see their glitch here. You can hit home. Oh, and one thing that you can do if you want like a cool movie effect or something like that, you can hit that and everything goes away and you just have this. Then you can't click on anything, but some things that you do click on makes like a sound, like a decoration makes a sound, something like that. You can go to Top Composer Islands, which are one composer islands that other people have made that people really like. Wait, didn't realize you could do globies. Oh, you can change the color that they make as well. Oh yeah, I think I remember them saying that they added it, but I just wasn't playing it at the time. Doing the Composer Island, I mean, at the time. Gravity Falls theme. And you can vote it up again, so then it gets the top 10 again. And then if you hit home, you can see the list of them, or you can just hit home again to actually go home. Funny is I have the Journal 3 for Gravity Falls right next to me. It's not the special edition. It doesn't have the black light. But nope, that's wrong button. If you hit the wrong button, then you have to go through loading screens, and then it takes a while. So you can go here. You can Top Regular Island, which includes the Ethereal, Sugarbush, and Woodland Island. What I like listening to is the completed Woodland Island. But yeah, you can see they bigified their monsters. And normally the ones that have like a big up ranking or something like that, it's because they have like a big YouTube channel. And they just get a bunch of people to just like their thing. You can see only one monster's dancing still. And those two right there were the ones that actually speak, as Heather put. This is the Ethereal Island. This is Sugar Bush. This is the Earth Island. I want to get to a Wobbland Island because they sound pretty cool. Plant Island. Some people you can see have a favorite monster, which is normally like the Woobox if they can get them, which I would understand why. But the spaces that the bigified monsters take up doesn't contribute to their spaces. So I mean, you can have them clipping sometimes. This one you can see is Earth Island sped up with, and you can only have 10 of each dipster as well. These actually cost a lot since it's on Earth, meaning that they had to spend like a lot. Like they had to have like 350 keys, and you can only send one key per week. So and the dipsters are called Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. And then obviously you already have Do, so there's not like a high Do and a low Do and a high Do. I want to get to a Wobbland Island though. Maybe with the Woobox as well. This is a Party Island. Or Gold Island, I think, actually. Oh, you can see that there's only one singing one here. I want to get to a Wobbland Island. Yeah, you can see that the My Singing Monster, the company, which is Big Blue Bubble, is very hardworking on their stuff, and it all sounds cool. And they have like other tiny games as well. I just want to get to Wobbland Island. Here we go. Oh, they also have a Woobox as well. and it just resets. So yeah, you can see that there. Planning on getting another Robux as well on this island. And then, yep, that's pretty much it.